Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
In this edition of SIH Winners, we bring you the inspiring story of innovators who are working together to bridge the divide through a digital learning platform designed specifically for rural school students. Their solution is not just about delivering content, it is about making education accessible, engaging, and relevant, even in areas with limited resources and connectivity. Join us as we uncover how innovation is reaching the grassroots and how these changemakers are shaping the future of learning one village at a time. Welcome to the studio, guys. Tell us something about you first to begin with.
I'm Rishi. I'm the team leader, and we are the team debuggers from Reva University. So, I'm the part of the team. I mainly focused on coordinating the overall development and ensuring that all parts of the system came together. Along with me, I have Rohan P. He worked on the UI UX side of the app, making sure the application is simple, intuitive, and accessible even for students who don't know technology. And with me, we also have Rohan B, who is the part of the networking part, who is especially working on the Bluetooth mesh communication, which was a core part of our solution. And also we have Rishikesh, who is our cybersecurity, who handles cybersecurity, where he focused on securing the system and also about the encryption. Also, we have two more members, and unfortunately, they couldn't be with us today because we have a festival here. Those two are Aniruddha S and Prerna. They also work with us in.
Great to know about your team, and very good to see you all here. So let's begin this understanding of your project, and let's begin with the problem itself. So, what was the problem statement? What you worked upon?
The main issue we were trying to solve by a problem statement is that many students in rural areas simply don't have reliable internet access. Because of that, even though there are so many online platforms where anything is available from notes to textbooks to videos where you can learn, but they do not have the platform and the network connectivity. That was our core idea behind our app, network connectivity. So many people in rural places, either they have connectivity or it's too expensive or there's no proper stabilization in the network. So what happens is there is a growing gap between students in urban areas who have access to quality resources and the people in rural areas who do not have such access. So this was our main idea and focus around our app. So we used this idea, and with SIH there was a problem statement which matched our thoughts as well. So we went on to it.
Yeah, the problem is real, and this needs to be working upon. Tell us about that work that you did. What solution did you come up with?
So initially, when we started looking into the problem, we realized that it's not really about type of content, like I just said. So instead of trying to improve online systems, we asked a different question amongst ourselves. What if learning didn't require internet at all? So from there, we explored many options and things that are available to us. And we found that offline communication via Bluetooth is already available in every smartphone. So using this feature of Bluetooth, we decided to come up with something such as our app, which uses each phone as a node to create a mesh network, which will enable us to extend the Bluetooth range to far more than the 30 to 50 meter, which already exists, using the wavetform and the mesh technology. And using this core idea, we built our app around it, adding features like local language content and quizzes and peer-to-peer interactions to make it a complete learning experience.
Okay.
So overall, I would say the solution came from identifying that the real gap is access and then designing something that works completely independent of internet.
Yeah, that was a wonderful thought. I mean, the very idea is very smart, I would say. So let us go through this functioning of your app. Can you tell us about the flow of its working? And what all does it have? What all features do it have? And how does it help eventually the students?
Yeah, okay. So our app consists of two modes. One is the educational mode and one is the chat mode. The educational board consists of the teacher and student. Students and teachers can log in with their credentials, and teachers have a feature wherein if they have the notes ready with them, they can share it via Bluetooth mesh. And also, if they want to conduct any quiz, we already have an inbuilt feature in that, such that they just need to add the questions in the quiz, and they can share it via Bluetooth, and it's completely offline. The second feature, that is the chat feature. We have apart from the this one notes and quizzes. If someone has any doubts or this one while not in his school or this one, so how will he have? So we thought of integrating a chat feature into that, so that asking us maybe the teacher itself in the chat or his peers also would work and solve his doubt.
At one end, the students will be having this app, and at the other end, the teachers will be there with the app. So, have you tested out this connectivity among the students who are actually in an area which is network deprived, and the teachers who are like elsewhere? So, how has it worked on ground?
We haven't really started real world testing, but when we did our own testing in our own space with no connectivity whatsoever with aeroplane mode on, this we did during the SIH testing as well, as the judges asked us to demonstrate it. But then we actually performed it on campus and it worked flawlessly.
Yeah.
So, tell me one thing. This kind of a functionality has been used in so many other ways for other purposes. So, was it the case that no one else thought of this idea, or there are people who are doing similar things already and you did something better than them? Is it that case or no?
Solutions exist like Diksha or Columbi. They are also educational platforms which are developed for rural India. But the main thing, what we are better than those platforms is, first is the Diksha platform. The Diksha platform, they are the cloud-based platform. That is, they need internet at least after once they get the content, the students need to download the content using internet regularly on the regular basis. So that's where we come in. We are completely offline. We don't require at any point internet. Only we just need to download the app, and once it is done, we can just share it everything without internet. The second is the Colibri. Colibri is basically the hardware thing. That is, they set up the server using the Raspberry Pi or maybe the local computers, and they are completely offline. But the thing is infrastructure. Their cost will increase because they need to set up in each village, and they have a limited range. Whereas we don't have any infrastructure as such. We don't have any extra maintenance cost, and also our range is dynamically increases.
So, now let us try to understand your tech stack, your mind behind this. How did you develop this and the tech stack that you used?
So basically, for the main core idea, it uses Bluetooth, right? So what we did is we created a multi-hop mesh using Bluetooth. So basically, suppose there is A, House B, and House C. Now, to send, if a person in House A wants to send some text or some file to House C, the range, like BLE, like Bluetooth, has a range of typically just 10 to 50 meters. And to overcome that obstacle, we made a mesh. So basically, A sends it to C, but it goes through B. It hops from A to B and then B to C. But the encryption, we have encrypted it such that B won't be able to access the file. It'll just be like a courier to the third house.
Okay, so it basically bounces off and goes to the next nodal point. Now let's talk about the challenges that you might have faced, the problems that you might have overcome. So tell us all about that.
Okay, actually during SIH, during the testing there were some misalignments. Like sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't, and it was kind of stressful at times. But luckily our team worked really well and we overcame it. Like we fixed the errors. Like our judges, we should be very thankful for our judges because they helped us a lot. They gave us the proper advice how to fix it. Like they gave suggestions what to do. It was a really good experience with them, and they helped us with.
Okay, so good to know that they give you some very good suggestions and which helped you quite a bit. So, were there any times during that period, during the hackathon, when you thought you are in trouble, when they might have given you a negative feedback, or they might have pointed out something which is not working or which is not really proper? So, did those times also occur?
Yeah, of course. Every hackathon that happens in every hackathon for everyone. Like no one's perfect, right? So even our project, our team faced obstacles. Like that's what I told. The judges pointed out the negative aspects as well, and we fixed those as well.
What is your mantra of succeeding at SIH, since you worked on this tech project and there were negatives and positives both? Judges are giving you positive feedback also and negative also, and you were doing something really challenging, trying to send through messages without internet using the mobile phone itself. So it in itself is not a very simple and easy task. So what is your mantra for, if somebody wants to understand from you, to win the SIH under trying circumstances?
I guess the mantra we followed or used was teamwork and collaboration. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. Our team, we had one of the best teams. Like we all collaborated with each other, worked properly, went through highs and lows together. Like even though these negative obstacles came up, right? We didn't give up. We if one person got discouraged, the rest of the team would help him, like help them encourage themselves.
So at this point, your project, do you think it's in a very good stage, or does it really require a bit more of R&D, a bit more of refinement, and then you can take this forward and make it into call it a very robust platform, or is it already there?
I guess like since we during SIH we did it only for 2 days, like 36 hours. So we of course our project might need some refinement because some of the values during testing we have some values of distances and the file sizes. So we'll have to refine that a bit. But yeah, we'll have to do some real time like real test cases to check that out.
What I want to understand here is the way forward, the future outlook on this. So, do you think you can come out with this product immediately, or maybe in the near future in the market, and would be able to make something of it, or you're still far away from that?
Yeah, I guess in 6 to 8 months it will be ready. As we saw at the India AI Impact Summit, right, in Delhi, the message was clear that India needs sovereign AI to stay resilient when the world goes dark. We have seen how the Red Sea cable cuts disrupted our internet for weeks, and how global conflicts like those in Iran can shut down education with a single network cut, right? So to make EduLearn 100% Swadeshi and interruption proof, we are thinking about collaborating with the Indian pioneers like Swayam AI and Socket Labs for localized models, and hosting our data on secure Indian infrastructure like TCS Hyper Vault or as a Reliance Geo. By also thinking about collaborating with the Bhashini division, we can provide AI-powered learning in 22 Indian languages. We aren't just building an app; we are like building a made in India shield to ensure our students' future is consistent, secure, and unstoppable.
That's a wonderful thought, and the best case use of the product that you've developed. Very good thought there. So, have you started working on it, in the sense that have you started meeting people? Have you contacted somebody, and has there been any initial basic result out of that?
We've actually talked to two or three people. We are also working with some of our friends. Like we are trying to bring in some of our friends, like who are good at this kind of technology and all of that. So we are adding more people, members to our team to work on this.
Okay, so very good to hear your not only your project but the thoughts you have behind the project, and the vision that you have, where you want to take it, contributing to the Atmanirbhar Bharat in 2047. So that's very heartening to hear, and congratulations once again on winning the competition, and wish you all the best to take this forward and make a big difference in the world, particularly in India, and try to make India stand out in the technology world, as yourself have envisioned. Wonderful to hear your thoughts and your project, and all the best. I'm sure you will go places and your project will do wonders for the humanity. Thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you, sir.
The efforts of these innovators remind us that meaningful change often begins with a simple idea. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more such stories of innovation, inspiration, and creativity. Thank you.